Yeah, all right now. That's how we do it. Eagles wear boxing. Yeah, yeah. And we're back. We're back at it. Eagles wear boxing, baby. Yeah. Let's talk about something. Ha ha ha. What y'all want to talk about? Let's talk about that. Just playing. But let's see. Let's listen to some music till y'all get in here. Let's listen. Listen up. Let y'all listen to some of the Eagles music. I'll leave it up a little bit so shit, nobody's here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. Make sure I'm not missing y'all. Oh, I see somebody out there. Derek Bailey out there. Salute to Derek Bailey. Welcome to Eagles Way of Boxing. Yeah. What's going on, brother? So how close are we to Bud Spence? You hear anything? Any talks? You hear anything about it? Like, I got nothing. I know we hear stuff about negotiations, but oh boy, yeah, that's a horrible move. Snack. When snack fighters was all getting beat up at one point, weren't they? They was all getting mopped to shit. I don't know. I just want to see this whole Bud smoke. I want to see, because Bud, he just blowing through Earl like Earl don't exist. I have to see that. Because if he does that, I expect him to do that with everybody. I don't expect that just him to do that with Earl. He got to do that with everybody. Like he just got to blow him out the water from the start. I'm not going to give my keys to victory away, but if Earl does fight him, I say Earl came out the same way. Come out swinging the same way. Trying to land something big early. That's the key to the fight right there. Besides all the other little stuff, the key to the fight is for Earl to come out and land something big early. Just land something big early in the fight, no matter what. Just come out just bombing on Bud. Keep his ass on the back. Just keep him uncomfortable from round one. Before he even turns the pressure up. I'm not even saying he does it for anything other than to just, to knock Bud off balance. Like, oh shit, I got this heavy shit coming at me. And then because Bud has to think in his mind, well, this shit is going to come for the whole fight. So what do? Make Bud fight. Turn his ass into like a fighter so we can see. So that way we can see it. Like, can we see it? Okay, now we can see. Okay, we see you. We see you out there. Cause I got to be able to see him, brother. I'm too excited, man, right now. I'm not even really thinking about boxing. Is it hard for me to come in, man? I wasn't even gonna do because I got so much stuff to do, man. I was working on my blanket roll. You remember in the military we had a blanket roll, right? So the one that I made is actually, it's made out of leather. And the blanket just sits in there. I don't really use the blanket. It's more like when I dance, it's just like a display. It's not even, I don't use it like, I could in an emergency, I could pull it out, or I could just leave it rolled up and use it as a pillow. Because it's wrapped in like a leather wrap. Yeah, I have to get on, I gotta get my weapon made too. It's already, the hard part's already done. I just gotta wrap it and design it. Probably put a feather on there or something like that, and I might put some beadwork, who knows. And his father Boozy said he got Spence over Bud. Yeah. It don't even really, everybody is gonna have an opinion. I'm just sticking with my decision if they do fight, and I'm basing it off of what people that's in boxing says. I'm not basing it off of what fans say. I'm basing it off of what just what the people who's actually been in there with him and like even sparring or just watching him and just say, well, he just people just say that he's different. They got a point. He must be different because he's breaking faces is what he's doing. If you stay in there trying to box on him, he's breaking faces is what he's doing. Only reason Mikey didn't get his face broke because Mikey was covered up in the shell. Mikey was like covered up like for dear life. You know, some of these fighters, he might not have broke everybody's face, but they believe me, they're not trying to engage. They're like, they don't want all that heat. Even Sean wasn't in there trying to exchange with Earl. He wasn't in there trying to exchange. You know, Sean was doing spin arounds and everything else. Sean was doing all kinds of shit, unorthodox shit that we never seen. Earl brings another fighter out in these fighters. He makes them do something that it's not characteristic of them. Even Danny Garcia just didn't fight. Just like, oh shit. Once Earl started hitting him, he just like, oh shit, this is what it's like. He threw like a couple of his little overhands and that shit wasn't going. It's like, oh shit, I don't know what to do. They tried to fight the last round because he had no other choice but to fight the last round. I mean, he shouldn't have even fought that round because you wasn't gonna beat him in the last round. I guess Tim Bradley's going for Bud by knockout or something. I don't know. That's what I heard. One of them. I don't know what it is. I don't know what these guys are. I don't know how Earl's getting knocked out. Yeah, Spencer. Yeah, he a bone collector right now. He an orbital bone collector. That's what he's doing. He's an orbital bone collector, not a regular bone. He collected an orbital bone. I just read this little thing. I read this caption right now that said that Ugas's eye was bleeding like 40 hours after the fight, still bleeding. His eye. He's effed up, man. You know, it's gonna take a miracle for him to come back. If he come back, it's a miracle. But Earl said he was gonna damage him. I just don't see, but I don't see Ugas Bud. I don't see Bud even getting close to doing that kind of shit to Ugas. If he would have fought Bud instead, Bud might have got handed up. I'm sorry, just because of the way Ugas fight, that Bud would have had to be coming forward and taking counters. But Earl fights good on the front foot. Yeah, Tyrone says Smith say is smart enough to beat Bud. Where is Tyrone in here? Tyrone, sit your ass down, Tyrone. If you in here, Tyrone. He like his nickname though. It's popular for him. You know what I mean? Said Tyrone. Tyrone be on that bullshit though. How many times have you trusted Tyrone really? There he is. Salute Eagle. There's Tyrone right there. Yeah, he need a whole year off to recover because he can start training before he can start training again. Yep, more or less. Tyrone's here, y'all. Salute to y'all, sir, Tyrone. Oh, Street Tyrone. Tyrone and Linda. TL, not TLC. Yeah, TLC. Tyrone and Linda in the city. Tyrone and Linda in the city, y'all. TLC. That's TLC. That's the real TLC right there. Yeah. But we got to see what we're going to get. I'm just waiting for the Castaño fight, I guess. I don't know. I think we got Stevenson next month, right? Stevenson's next month. We got, I'm not really going to cover it that much. I'll just ask what you guys got. I know, Tyrone has, I know he has Fury for the weekend. I really don't care. I hope they knock each other out. Yeah. I'm looking for a double knockout on that. That's the only thing. That would be the only thing winning for me is a double knockout. That's the only thing I could take is a double knockout. Anything else other than a double knockout, I don't care. I guess. Oh, okay. I was looking at I was looking through some stuff, so y'all just forgive me. I'm just looking through some stuff. Damn, I don't even want to see all these pictures I see of Ugas. They look worse and worse. It's like, God dang, dude, really? You wanted more of that? That's Warrior, but I mean, you want more, but you don't have no chance to win. I would say that that's already, even if you said they stopped the fight. You know what I mean? Even if they stop the fight, if you look at it like that, that to me that is it's going out on your, that's going out on your shield. So if somebody wants to say it or not, you know what I mean? It's just like, that's like you're telling me you went out on your shield. A fight can be stopped and you can still consider it going out on your shield. You know what I mean? But sometimes they stop a fight and it's not. I would say that it's not you going out on your shield. But if you still protesting, that's like going out on your shield. If you're not protesting, that's just like you're either defeated or you just, you know, one or the other. You don't feel like arguing or you just defeated. So it's one of the two. It's one of the two on that. Yeah, they keep talking about all these bodybuilders. They said that they should just stop the sport. Well, it's too late now. When you put so much money in the sports like that, you know what I mean? If you put all that money into it, what do you expect when you put all that money into something? You put too much money in the sport. They always want to kill sports and all this after they put a lot of money in it. That is crazy, crazy. That's just crazy that somebody would expect that. I mean, even if you're an athlete and you're inside of you're an athlete and you're in the sport, you can't expect, hey, that sport is gonna be there. That sport's gonna be there. That sport ain't going nowhere. Sport, that sport is not going nowhere. Once they start putting them dollars, once you start stamping shit with dollars, it's over with. That shit is staying right there. Yeah. But all the wishes out, not wishes, but Cruz and everybody who won, the last week, all good for them, all good. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see. It's time to make way for like the Ennises and we got a new heavyweight. I forget his name off the bat. We got new heavyweight and stuff. But what we're looking at is, we gotta start looking at the new, man, because the old is they just getting old, man. All these guys they're pushing 40. They're getting up there within the next couple of years, man. We gotta look at the next group. There's a few people we can hang on to, but a lot of them, like the Stevensons and all that, the Tank Davises and the Cruzes and all that, that's who we got to look at now. But as far as some of these other guys, I'm not putting too many of my eggs in Terrence Crawford's basket or nothing like that. He's a good fighter. I can always say that. He's a good fighter. Probably one of the best boxers there is, like, skill set wise. But it takes more than just having a great skill set. It takes more than that. It's not going to just be a skill set. It's going to be a lot more than that. If you don't see that, if you don't see it, then there's something wrong. Yeah. But far as we're not going to get into all the talking and stuff. We're not going to get too much into all that. We're not going to get into all the people who's doing all the talking and stuff. Most of them, they don't fight anyway. They're not fighters. They're fans, or they ex-fighters, or they just got some kind of hate and some kind of jealousy. So we're not going to really talk about that. It's Bud. Bud's going to have his fans, and Earl's going to have his fans. But why are you picking a certain person? I mean, I already gave my reason to pick. Why would I go against Bud? I'm not going against Bud. I'm not going against Bud. I'm just saying that I got Earl winning because even with the style, I just see it's a better matchup for Earl. I don't care. Bud can make adjustments or whatever. He can, he could have the oxygen tank, all that shit. Because somebody was showing some type of oxygen tank training. It's like, are you kidding me? Are you gonna have fresh oxygen when you out? See how they be fooling? They fool the shit out of people, Derek, with that oxygen. You sitting there taking oxygen like you really gonna have oxygen when you get in the ring. You're not gonna have no oxygen. That's gonna make you worse. If anything, think about it. You getting all this clean, clear air, and now you're in a polluted ass place where they were smoking outside or whatever else. Now you in there. I don't get it. If anything, you should be trained in pollution and shit. Make your lungs stronger. Yeah. Let me see what y'all got. Well, tell me see what Tyrone's saying. Yeah. Oh, you mean Bradley? Okay, you're talking about Bradley. Yeah, y'all so since said Bud is the legal juice with Victor Conte. Yo, he said, oh, Conte on. Yeah, I saw that. Yasser Hussein. Hating on Fury again? No, I never, like I said, man, we're not going to get into this discussion where I'm hating on Fury. I don't like Fury. I think I'm taking Fury in 7 or 8. Yeah, Fury will probably win, but for me, a double knockout is the best thing. Derek says that, yeah, Cali Muscle was saying that. Yep. Hope it goes to eyes. Let me see. He said, look at Nick Walker. He is 231, I think. Or is it? Yeah, I think. He has gained 60 pounds in the last 2 months. He is 5'7" and 300 pounds of muscle. It's too big. Yeah. So once you get big like that, that does something. Your heart gets big too. Your heart can't beat when it's that big. It's not going to beat. It has to work too hard to try to keep itself alive. Your heart's trying to pump blood back to itself. Yeah, once the sports become corporate, you can forget about them getting rid of it, the sport. Yeah, the only way they're gonna get rid of that sport. Now they will get rid of a sport if they start failing, like if it don't got no money, then they will. But you can't go in there hoping that something's gonna happen to it. Yeah. Okay, you guys talking to each other good, so that means I'm caught up. Okay, one more. Y'all say, what do you think on that snack Victor Conte partnership with these fighters, considering his past? I talked about that before you even got in here. I just one quick statement. I just said I think it's a mistake. Y'all leave that snack shit alone. Don't y'all keep forgetting. Don't remember all them snack fighters was getting beat up. I just leave that shit alone. I don't do stuff that you think shady, especially. I don't know. Bud is in desperation mode, whether you believe he is or not. Bud is in desperation mode because of his age. Because of his age, and he was with Aram, so he's in desperation mode. So we got to understand that he'll do anything. I don't know why he didn't go with PBC. I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know. Somebody talked him out of it. Because there's talk that he really don't want to fight Earl. I mean, it's all kinds of talk. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to get into the talk. And I'm not really caring. Earl fight who he wants to. Whoever fights. I don't care. I want good fights, brother. That's all I want. I want good fights. Me and y'all sir fight. I don't care. I just want good fights, man. That's all I care about. All the other shit, I don't care. I just want good fights. I just want good fights. Derek Briggs, yeah, I see. Okay. Pumping blood to all that lean mass. How do you gain 60 pounds of muscle in 2 months? Steroids? Ain't nobody's body's naturally gonna gain that kind of weight. You ain't gonna naturally get that big like that. I'm on the floor right now. I ain't doing too much. I've been waiting like to the last minute, but shit, I'll be on them push-ups and everything today. I'll be on them push-ups and pull-ups. I'll be on everything. I hurt my upper back doing some pull-ups, so I've been resting for a little while. But regardless if it hurts or not, I got to get back at it. Get my ass back up on that pull-up bar. I don't have no excuse. Pull-up bar right there looking at me like, okay, get your ass over here and get these pull-ups. Yeah, but gaining that kind of money, that muscle, that puts your heart like what? Like every day I'm pushing more blood out every day because your heart is not gonna get stronger that fast. That's a lot of people don't understand. Your heart is not gonna get stronger that fast. It takes a while for that heart to get stronger. You have any notable boxers done camps in Thailand? That's a good question. The only one is that the one crazy. The only guy I know is that the one guy, the Thai boxer. That's it. I don't know no like not traditional boxing. No, I don't know. That's a good shit. I kind of want to move there, but I'm trying to see what I can do over here in the United States first. I'm trying to, what I can do. I'm working on some stuff here, so I just told everybody. I said, this is my year. This is probably my year. This may be my last year over here in the USA. Take my ass somewhere else. Yeah. Said word going around the MMA community is a lot of MMA fighters are having camps there because you can buy. Oh, okay, PEDs. Okay. Yeah, so you buy them over the counter. Yeah. They're in Nevada and US. SDA don't test there. Yeah. Wow. It's that edge, man. In MMA, I don't even know how anybody can even fight in MMA. How could you fight in they need to start a whole new league though, but I guess White got that shit on lock. They need to start a whole new league, man. Let some investors start a whole new league. Yeah, he said like Dante's Boxing Nation. Yeah, I wouldn't be where he's at though. I mean, I wouldn't be it's like I'd be close to Thailand, but not like actually in Thailand. I'm just not trying to give out the location, right? I'm not trying to give out the location because I got a spot in mind that it's easy. I mean, I don't even have to have no income for a while. You best believe I'll take something over there to make money with, that's for sure though. I'm just chilling with y'all. Yeah. Charlie, what was the thing? We were just talking about the Thailand. Okay, we talked about that for a second. Yeah, okay, so I was talking about the MMA, yeah, so I would do something else though. There should be like a whole nother, like I said, there should be a whole another group of investors that start their own. The money would be there. You know what it is? I think the government don't really want to get involved with that. Because I really think the government is in all the major sports. The government has some control over all the major sports. You know that, don't you? And they got unions and shit. They can just shut that shit down like nothing. So they could do the same thing as with another group, another group. But the government is just not interested in the MMA like that. But I would say it would probably make money. I would say that it would probably make a lot of money. He said, "Fuck it." Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about going there. I think there's two of those. If I'm not mistaken, I think Vietnam has one Vietnam has a place, called Fuck it. I know that's a name. I think Fuck is a name. Fuck. Sounds the same, you know. All right. Well, I'm just gonna tell you how this is what I had like a. I'm not gonna tell you everything about it, but I had like a. I don't know if it was a vision, but I had like something came to me that told me that I'm supposed to actually live over there. I don't know how long, but I'm actually supposed to live over there. I'm like, what? Like there's a spot for me to live over there where where I can make money, or it might be a setup. I might be on my way over there to, something happened to me or something. You never know, man. You gotta weigh stuff out when you gotta weigh stuff out when you do stuff. You gotta weigh it out. Like, okay, what's the consequence over you? How safe is it or whatever? You gotta look at all that shit. You can't go over there all brave and just, you don't put yourself out in somewhere that you've never been and just not know. Oh, that's just Thailand. Oh, yeah, I can go over to Thailand. Ain't nothing over there. Shit, you get your ass in the wrong. They got wrong neighborhoods everywhere all over the world. So all over the earth, not just the world. I said world and earth, just in case you didn't know. World and earth is different. Right, world and earth is different. No, that's the world. No, world and earth is different. Earth is the actual place where we live at. Ask you a simple question. Earth is named, when you say earth, what is earth? When you name earth, earth is like what? Different kind of soils and stuff, right? Earth, isn't that earth? You got equipment called earth movers, but guess what? They don't move the whole, what we look at as the earth, but they move a lot of dirt and stuff, right? Rocks and all that. They're earth movers, right? Why is that? Why you put everybody on a spear, but then you name it earth, and you have earth movers that move earth, that's what they move, but they don't move the whole world, like the whole earth, the globe, but the so-called globe. Okay, people never understand stuff, just like airplanes. Why are they airplanes when they're actually out in space, so-called, right? Because they fly around. Anytime you fly around, it should be space. It shouldn't be plane, right? Plane is flat. Nobody find nothing suspicious about none of the words that we use? Just saying. I ain't trying to start a debate. I'm just saying. No suspicion. Good old poisonous filtered water. I don't even know. I try to drink. I filter all my water. I buy water and still filter it. Who's that talking? Who then came in saying something? Let me see. Yeah, so it says it. Oh yeah. Yeah, sir. So you definitely got. He said you definitely got to know about your surroundings at all times. Ask Amir Khan. His 71K watch he got robbed at Going Point in East London. Yeah. That part right there. Yeah. This. Let that watch go. Let it go. There's like a lot of known rappers and I heard that Floyd got robbed one time or something. Didn't Floyd get robbed? So ain't nobody above getting robbed. It depends on what kind of signals your mind is giving to you at the time. Your mind might be like, oh, you got me this time, and you might be putting your hands up. Or your mind might be like, you might be in that fight situation where you out there throwing hands and maybe you don't get robbed, but you get shot or something. I don't know. I'm just saying. Right. Well, UK has guns for sure, so. They got them sticks there. They call them stick man over there. They got them sticks. They put that beating on you with them sticks. It should be like that over here. That's how it should be. It should be like that over here. But there's so many cop killings. It'll be so many cop killings though. But yeah. They could clean it up if they really wanted to. You think about it. How long does it take to do the right thing? Like I said all the time, it just takes a day. So if they didn't want no guns, they want people to get guns. Like if you got a registered gun, if you don't turn it in, like they give you so much money, if you don't turn it in, it's over with for you. And you just do prison time, and then they just go back to they turn the stick man like they got over there. So we only allowed sticks. But you know, people be clever. People have their own like. I have me a badass stick. I got my clubs and sticks. Yeah. Yeah. That damn. Hey, Derek, watch Tyrone. Tyrone. Amir Khan almost got robbed or something before he beat the dude up. Okay. Him and his brother, I think. They tried to take his Range Rover, I believe. Yeah. That's what happened. Look at see, I told you, Derek. All you gotta do is look at y'all, sir. That's Tyrone. I told you that's Tyrone. And he's putting Bud's name out there like. He's talking about Bud, and he said we hating. I'm not hating on Bud. I was hating on Snack. But if you want to say I'm hating on Bud, you can say it. You can say it that way. I wasn't hating on Bud. I just thought it wasn't a smart move. I said it sounds. He just sounds desperate right now. He's getting older. It's just desperate. He's desperate for the much needed attention. Because if all you got for attention is in boxing circles only, that you don't have the outside attention with everybody else, then of course you're lacking a little bit, right? That's all I'm saying. You just get like you just lacking a little bit. That's all. Yeah. But if you can transcend anything you do, it's not just boxing, but if you can transcend anything you do outside of your normal audience, then that's when you're really winning. You gotta think about it like that, because that's when you're winning. You're winning a lot more that way. Yeah. Yeah. No, but you said I was hating on Fury. That's what you said. But I guess you cleaned that up and changed what you were saying. But you always say I'm hating on Fury. I'm not hating on Fury. Yeah. And I keep going. I went back over and looked at that whole Earl Spence thing. It's like people keep acting like Earl almost got knocked out. Earl didn't almost get knocked out. Earl took like flush shots, not paying attention, and still got back in it. Because it wasn't even the punch that took the mouthpiece out. It was like after. If you look at it, the punch went by, and when it came back, it kind of grabbed the mouthpiece out. And Earl, I'm going to say this about Earl, though. So if Earl Spence, if you do all this, you got the nutritionist and you got probably the best trainer in boxing. You need to get you a better dentist or whoever you got, orthodontist, whoever's making your mouthpiece. They gotta make you a better mouthpiece. You can't have your shit, and then you gotta have better sense when it comes to getting your mouthpiece taken out or knocked out or spit out. You gonna have to just let that shit fall. Just forget about that shit. He's probably thinking about that grill. Like, oh shit, I'm about to get hit in the grill without my piece in. Yep. Anybody keeps up on the track and field, that's one of my sports too that I like. I'm not familiar with all the new guys, but I know they got the white guy, the Matthew Bowling or whatever. But I guess he's doing good again. He did good the other year. The Olympic year he was doing good, but he ended up getting beat. But he was doing good during the Olympic year. He was doing real good. He just couldn't make it to the team that finals. So he's starting off on fire again. But we're not into Olympic years. And I got another question for y'all that's outside of boxing. So excuse me, I'm off top for a second. Have you seen these people that's running around? They're practicing or whatever, running around on all fours. That's just crazy. I'm like, and they can actually move good. They jump and everything, but they running around on all fours. I'm like, why would you do that? I just don't get that whole concept. I don't get. Because once you're able to stand up, they stand your ass up and stand up right. I don't know. This is just killing me. It's killing me. The Castaño fight. So what kind of news you got for me, y'all, sir? What kind of news you got for me about the Tyson Fury? What do you got? I know you must have some heavy information because you love Tyson Fury so much. I mean, you love him. That's your boy. Derek Brady said, oh, okay, don't know. Right. Right, that's the part I'm talking about, Derek. See, everybody's missing that part there. Everybody's missing that part with the refs. Where even Derek James said that the ref said, stop. It's like, what the hell? I mean, you're following the. What's the first thing that a referee tells you in the first place? What's the first thing? Does a referee tell you to obey my instructions at all times? Does he say that? Is that in his verbiage when he talks to you? Obey my instructions at all times. Does that sound right, or just obey my? Does he say just obey my instructions? Does he say at all times, or just obey my instructions? See, all the shit that people try to bring up is so easy to kill, because they have no thought process when they argue. The thought process ain't there. It has zero thought process. They don't think at all. They do zero thinking. They just blurt out. Like with the Tourette syndrome type of shit. Yeah. But I don't really care. Come on, y'all, sir. Shit, I'm waiting on you, man. Give us the Fury, whatever. I know you guys talking about Fury 7, 8, but give me, how does it go down? Because the fight is happening, man. I'm just not covering it in here. I'm on that. Derek think the same thing I do. Yeah, she said, "Yep," but this ref had money on Ugas. Damn, it was a fight. Was a fight in the 70s or 80s and some shit? I forgot what it was. It was even before that. Let me see. Oh shit! I just can't remember. I think it's black and white. Derek, help me out. What fight was that when the ref? This is a real fight. What fight was that where the ref was actually? The ref was actually pushing, like, the guy that knocked the fighter down, pushing him back, and he was actually helping the other fighter to his feet into the corner. Damn. Yeah. You do, Tyrone, so I don't love no boxer. He said Fury. You spell his name right. Fury is one of my favorites, though. So that's your favorite. And at the moment, God dang it. Can't even read this shit, trying to keep it. And at the moment, it's all quite this way with the fight Dylan and Tyson. They got a love fest going on here. Disgusting behavior, in my opinion. And you throwing up. What were they doing that's so disgusting? Gil got $50 on White. I think this is going to be... Well, if you remember what I was saying when you guys was in here before the Earl Spence fight, I said it's going to be a weird night. And I was right about it. I just felt it's going to be a weird night. So maybe that whole weirdness is still carrying on over into the White fight. It might be. This shit might end up being some weird shit happening. Matter of fact, I'm going to go out on the limb and say there's going to be some weird shit happening too. And Gil might have a point. Gil might have a point. Because I don't know what Gil's banking on. He might be banking on that Fury still is suffering from some BCD. It's like Rodman said. Rodman said that, hey, Fury's chin is got to be shooken up a little bit. So we got to look at that. But y'all, sir, Tyrone said Dylan going to come out, swinging for the home run right from the jump. and gas out 4 or 5 rounds while Fury keeps him at bay with a jab. After that, then Fury will stop fighting defensively and F him up. Okay. But what if White doesn't come out going crazy and shit? Because this is his opportunity to get a championship again. Oh, y'all sir said he said mans was touching each other up when they was doing the face to face. He said I don't like that weird behavior. That's some weird shit. That is weird. I don't like that shit either. Sound kind of that shit sound suspect to me. Yeah. That just sounds, I don't know, guys touching each other up. Well, they started that shit back in the day with the old pat on the ass and shit. I never was comfortable with that shit. Like you be on a football field and somebody pat you, like, yeah, get out there, they're patting everybody. It's like, no, I'm good, dude. You ain't got to pat me. Pat me on my back. That's where it starts when you're a little kid. They start off. I don't know. I want to bring that shit up. They start on your shoulder, huh, Derek? They start up here when you're young. They start on your back. That shit get lower and lower the older you get. Damn, y'all, sir. See, I know. Now I'm noticing what y'all, sir, saying. That's why he loved Tyson Fury so much. Because he's like, oh, Dylan is a 5-round fighter at best. Okay, so he's a 5-round fighter, so that's why you going with Fury because you love Fury, though. They going out, whatever happens, they're going out for beers and shit afterwards. So don't be surprised if some bullshit don't happen. No, I ain't really necessarily gonna watch. I might. You say, am I watching the fight? It's gonna be hard pressed for me to watch that shit. Only if Kevin hit me up. If Kevin hit me up, I'll watch it. If Kevin don't hit me up, I probably ain't gonna watch it. Well, if you're betting on both fighters, you got to win. I'm sticking with my wild card bet, a double knockout. That's what I want. He said mans were swapping caps of each other's head. He said I don't like this friendly BS. Yeah. Derek is talking to one of y'all. Derek came back talking about a pint. Yeah, y'all. So you don't like all that, huh? All that they being too friendly, huh? But Fury will Fury will do something like lick your face or kiss your scalp or some shit. Yep. Bruce Goes Boxing Jazz and more is up in here, y'all. He probably was here listening, but now he's finally in there. Yeah, salute my brother at Eagles Wear Boxing. Yeah, Fury nasty, man. Yeah. Fury lick the blood off your arm or something. He do some weird shit. Something wrong with him, man. He do some weird shit. He do weird shit. I ain't hating on him, but he do some weird shit for me. Now y'all might think that's cool. Everybody says it's on ESPN. I think, okay, I might check it out. They get that ESPN 2 right. But the shit ain't worthy of no pay-per-views. Tyson Fury can't make no money. He don't have a Wilder or something. He can't make no money. He can make money probably off of Joshua. He ain't nobody trying to buy it. Ain't nobody trying to pay for his shit. I don't know. What Bruce Goes think about all that men, embracing too much. But like I said, do I have a picture of Fury? I'm not even gonna put it up. But yeah, Fury be he'll lick your arms or something. He'll be like your deodorant or something. He'll lick your underarms. He's something wrong with him, man. He's not the same. He ain't wrapped too tight. And I don't know. We'll see, man. Maybe his chin is just, maybe he shook up a little bit. There's no way that nobody can stay the same after Wilder cracked you that many times. I think he suffered more knockdowns than anybody by Wilder in the fight. To where, like that, those kind of knockdowns where the ref had to actually count. Uh, yeah. But when it comes to Fury, I'm not, like I said, I really don't care about, I don't like Fury. White, I don't like White. So either one of them, if they doing suspect shit, that's what they doing. But I see Fury. Fury just does like a lot of like little shit that I just don't like. It's like, damn, dude, dude, you do some shit, and that don't have, and that's outside of like your regular. That's outside of throwing hands. You doing other shit like you lick. I can't be fighting you and licking you. Y'all search up a Fury fan. He said I don't like his weirdo antics either. He's just another thing. I think he's the best heavyweight boxer in his crop. Yeah, but I'm not talking about his boxing skills right now. I'm talking about all the little weird shit that he does. He freaks me out, man. He scares me. That shit, I don't like that kind of shit. That shit's weird, man, to me. I'm just asking if people likes it. If y'all down with it, then y'all down with it. A repeat of Lennox Lewis, Hassan Rahman 1 might happen. And I think somebody need to pay attention to what Bruce Gold is saying, because it makes sense. Or Bruce Gas, he's put Bruce Gas now. It's Bruce Gas Boxing Jazz and more. I always said Bruce Gold. But anyway, but you guys need to pay attention to that too, though. It makes sense. And you never know what the hell's gonna happen, because he may step his ass in there and just don't have. He might not. And the facial features just might not be there. That's another good thing. But Derek Bailey says it too. Derek Bailey said yes. He said, "What's those effects of that fight hit Fury tomorrow?" It can, because you got to realize you've been through sparring and everything else. I know he wasn't in sparring and said, "Oh, nobody cracked me in the chin," because you have to. Okay. Bruce said, "I never cared what fighters do outside the ring. Never did, because many are weird." Yeah. Well, if you turn it up like that and just say, "Oh, you weird," I mean, you still I pay attention to. I pay attention to it, Bruce, when it's in the ring, though. When it's in the ring, when you're fighting and licking, I gotta look at that. Licking. What part of boxing is licking? Outside the ring, you're right. I don't give a shit. But if you're in the ring licking people, there's a problem with that. Y'all sir still don't like this disgusting behavior. To y'all sir say I don't like it either. He said it's weird as F at times. Yeah. But if I'm gonna be a fan, I'll just put it this way. This is just my opinion. So if I'm gonna be a fan of yours, outside the ring, I still gotta be I'm a boxing fan, but if I'm gonna be your fan, then whatever you do, if you're doing certain shit outside the ring, I gotta take that in consideration for how much I mess with you. And a lot of the shit is hard not to pay attention to. It's just like saying that nobody, I mean, you're a Mike Tyson fan, but you're a Mike Tyson fan, right? Even though he's crazy, he does a lot of crazy shit, right? But if you look at what just happened, he just got in a fight on the airplane. Right? Because somebody hit him with a plastic bottle, or so somebody threw a plastic bottle at him. Come on now. What kind of anger management you need to go through? If they didn't hit you with the plastic bottle, just throw the plastic bottle back. You acting less than a kid. Because if a kid hits you with a ball or something, what you do? You go beat him up, or you hit him back with the ball? You hit him back with the ball, but you try to put a little extra on it when you hit him back. That's all, just to make sure. Like, okay, don't throw the ball at me anymore. That's all you do. You put a little extra on it. That's what I was taught. You always put a little bit extra. You don't beat nobody up because you got hit with a balloon or something. Oh, they hit me with the balloon. I had to kill him. That's dumb shit. You go to prison over some. That's the stupidest shit. I don't know. Maybe y'all ain't never been in trouble before. That's why y'all condone that type of shit. Bruce said, he said, no, when I say weird, that also means criminal. He said perverted and many other nasties. He said that is boxing and always will be. Yeah, boxing ain't the cleanest sport. I already tell people that. It's not like it's clean. But y'all, sir, look at Tyrone. Tyrone said that dude deserved it on the plane. Yeah. It was a flight going to Florida. Yeah, from San Francisco. Yeah, I think I think Yasser just likes he likes shit like that. He likes that. He likes, he wanted. Oh yeah, Mike Tyson knocked somebody out. He likes that shit. Yeah, dude was messing with him the whole time. Plus his boy was recording it, so he met those hands. Yeah, they was doing too much. They was trying to get their little so-called world star moment or their TikTok moment. I know they was doing that, but you gotta. Mike could have just easily just got another seat or something like that. You could have been like, you know what, these guys they doing too much over here. Let me get another seat. Because if I don't, I'm getting kind of irritated. I'm gonna put the smash down on them. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But then again, like you said, you never know which Mike showed up. I'm not taking no shit off nobody. Mike showed up. The more kinder, gentler Mike, this wasn't there right there. Plus, Mike was going to a weed conference. Very important in my opinion. Derek, you stupid. Not the weed conference. Yeah. You don't mess with somebody when they got to go into a weed conference. He said, Mike made $500,000 a month with his weed. Yeah, Mike got weed. Is it true or somebody's bullshitting me? Does Mike have a candy shaped like Holyfield's ear with a bite out of him called Mike's Bites? Or is that a satire? Y'all, somebody let me know. After catching them hands, man was like, he just wanted a autograph. The cheeky bastard, yeah. Tyson needs a bodyguard to stop shit like this, yeah. But somebody let me know, does Mike Tyson, I can't even get the shit out. Does Mike Tyson have a candy called Mike's Bites? This cannabis or whatever it is, I don't know. Yeah, so Mike doing edibles. He said one of them is packaged of an ear with a chunk bit out of it. Yeah, yeah. So it was just. He said I was just typing that. He crying. Yeah. So Mike Tyson has Mike's Bites. Oh, this is my question. How come Mike just didn't take a bite out of crime? Mike should have just bit his ass, right? Said, Mike, you got Mike's Bites. Just take a bite out of somebody. For your namesake, you got Mike's Bites. What we gonna do about Mike's Bites? I don't know. You gotta do something about Mike's Bites. Mike's Bites. Mike's Bites. I could do the commercial for him, Derek. I don't have no bites here. I got anything close to a bite on my table? No, I got a lighter. I have a lighter though, so look, Mike's Bites. When you need to calm your ass down. Ting. Mike's Bites. Bruce, yeah, okay, so Derek is at Bruce. Is it Bruce right back? He said, yeah, they can't sell them in Colorado because they look like a body part. Okay, he has the Bites. Yeah, the Bites candy. Yeah. Derek said, I've never heard of that, but it makes sense. Yeah, the Mike's Bites. Yeah. Derek Bay said, wow, that's genius though. It is. Bruce said, he said, I'm dying trying to try some of them bites. Yeah. Have you see if they have them out? Leaf. You said leafy, yeah. Yeah. But Bruce is dying to try some. Bruce dying to try some of them bites. That's what the dude should have been doing, right? Hey, isn't that what he should have done though? But those the bites. Now we on Mike. Hey, is this a boxing topic? Yes, it is, because Mike Tyson is a former. He's still a champ. He's a former heavyweight champion of the world. Hey, instead of getting beat down, maybe the guy just didn't know about Mike's Bites. Because if anything, he should have been asked if Mike got any of them bites on him. He could have been like, Mike, you got any of them bites on you? I need to get, can you, give me and my boy like a couple of bags of them bites. A couple of bags of them Mike's Bites. Jay Brown's in the house, y'all. Jay Brown. our brother we missed. He said, Eagles wear salute. He said he took pictures with dude, told the man repeatedly to leave him alone. Self-control and respect goes both ways. Mike showed him plenty of respect before he, whipped that ass. Yeah, that could be true. Yeah, that could be true. But you still got. You know what's hard? It's actually harder. It's the hardest thing to just humility. It's the hardest thing to keep yourself from like choking the shit out of somebody. But a lot of times what happens with me is that I can see it coming. I'm like, okay, I see what you up to. Yeah, you one of them type. Because they want you to get strikes and shit. They want you to get strikes. Because they know once you get 2 strikes, 3 is already coming. Once you get 2 strikes, 3 is coming. 3 is too easy. Most people got 2 strikes, can't even live in their regular area. They got to move completely. Like they can't even stay anywhere around where they was at. But I'm just saying, why not? The guy should just threw him a couple of bags of the Mike's Bites and called it a day. But I'm not Mike, so I don't know. So because where's the whole thing? I mean, because I remember that the people that were in any type of thing, people they get mad at you. Oh yeah, you're martial arts expert and all that. You're supposed to have your hands registered and all that shit. My dad had to have his hands registered. Everybody who was fighting had to have their hands registered. So what I'm saying, if you using registered weapons, or don't they do that no more? If you're using registered weapons on people, then there's kind of an area there that you might not be as safe as a regular person, is what I'm saying. I say you should have just asked for some Mike's Bites and called it a day. Yeah. Oh, Bruce is cooking dinner. He said he's cooking dinner, but he's listening. Yeah. The only thing that I can see, there's a lot of scenarios. I mean, and Bruce brought up a good point, and even though Gil was playing, that was a good point too, though. Just to say that, hey, you never know, and there's good points with White. Now, he might be a 4 or 5 round fighter, but hey, if you get 4 or 5 knockdowns, maybe you can get a dub. Maybe you get a dub, but I don't know. He's probably gonna lose. Um, it's interesting to think they're going into, because remember what was the guy that Fury fought? They didn't really train for him, but he beat him up. And I forget his name. He was undefeated guy, but he just sucked. He wasn't no good. The guy he fought right before he fought Vaylene. Before he fought Vaylene, he fought another guy. He just went in there. Didn't have to look great, but he just beat the guy up. So he might be taking that whole type of attitude, like, oh, I beat up White before. I'm just going in and knock him out. I don't have to be in shape, but I only have to be in 6 rounds worth of shape. Do we know that for a fact? So I don't know. Oh yes, yeah. Mike said DK said that Mike said, "Well, you gonna get these hands and just call it a day." No, but right before Aldo Vaylene, Aldo Vaylene, I still think Aldo Vaylene won. It was Pineda. Yeah. Oh, okay, damn. He said Bruce was on early this morning, like about 5. Yeah, Bruce be going live, huh? No, it wasn't. I said before Vaylene. I think because I still gave Vaylene the fight. I mean, it just is. I mean, it doesn't. It's my opinion about that is not official, but it's just like it is what it is. That's just why. I mean, that's what people say. It is what it is. So, for me, I didn't see that. But we're gonna check it out. We'll check it out and see. We'll see what Fury brings to the table. We'll see what White brings to the table. That's all we can do is just sit back and just wait. Let's go in. Let's get into it a little bit. Let's see who we got. Who we got, brother? sometimes it's hard to even do like, it's hard to do like a show here, and yes, we just don't talk, and yes, we don't, if we just talk only boxing, because there's a lot of bullshit in boxing. It's just too much shit. And I can't keep covering, like, I'm not going to keep covering the Crawford talking about beating up everybody. Yeah. Because that's what it is. Because he wants to beat up everybody, and boy, you can't. Get some sales. I'll watch him though. I'm not gonna front and act like I won't watch Crawford. I'll watch Crawford for sure. And I guess Tyson Fury's coming in lighter again. He came in heavy against Wilder. Now he's coming in. He's gonna come in lighter, I guess. I don't know. Did they had the weigh in already? Did anybody see the weigh in? That's the question. If anybody's seen the weigh in, or did they have the weigh in already? Why were we just talking not too long ago about don't mess with hippos? Why were we just talking about that? And I just clicked on this picture, and a freaking hippo. A hippo got a lion in his mouth. Jay Brown said Fury is in shape. Say he's 263, almost 10 pounds lighter than when he fought Wilder. He said 3 fights. He said Fury did this his media day workout in southpaw stance. Oh shit! Look at Fury. Look at Jay Brown is going for. He going for Fury. He said Fury by knockout in 1 or 2. No, I'm just kidding. I saw the win. He is in better shape for. Okay. He said both guys. Yep. But yeah, I just want something wild to happen. I think it's gonna be wild anyway, but I just want something even wilder to happen. I don't want the wild obvious to happen, like it's wild, like Dylan White. So this is what a lot of people is gonna predict. Dylan White gonna come out all hard and shit, like going crazy, like first few rounds, and then boom, and then it's gonna be over with. You know, later on, like 7th round. A lot of people are picking 7 and 8 because they're looking at him probably getting knocked down in maybe 6 or something, 5th, 6th, and then finally it's over with in the 7th or 8th. Yeah. That's right. I'm blessing y'all up with a little bit of my music. Yeah, blessing y'all up. And just like I was telling you guys, remember I told you about, now somebody has this out, but I was saying that Mayweather probably got beat up by Spence when they were sparring. And then somebody puts out a video that it leaked out now, that now they got a video that Mayweather was getting beat up by Spence when they were sparring. So I don't know, I haven't seen it, but I'll probably look at it just to see. I don't really care if he got beat up by Spence or what. I don't really care. But what it does is it puts in my mind what I already had in my mind. Is that I was thinking that's why nobody ever really talked about it, and why Mayweather was talking a little bit bad about Spence in a sense, but he never called Spence out. Like, if it was easy work, he'd have been like, oh, that's easy work. Let me go ahead and get that Spence action. Yeah, so It's just like what I thought. I mean, if it's true, and it is just like what I was thinking. I said, you know what? It is what it is, which is you got your ass whooped, and it's boring. And so that's what I'm thinking. That you just got your ass whooped. But I just want to mention this for people that think, I mean, if you're going for Bud or you're going for Earl, whoever you're going for, all this high tech training and shit, this is where all this high tech training fails. The high tech training fails. Like with stamina, maybe you're better. Maybe with strength, maybe you're a little bit better. But where it fails at when you have to take punishment. Like when you catch one on the chin, that's where it fails. You know what I mean? And not really a cap though, but I'm saying I seen pictures of Earl Spence when he was in the hospital after the high speed crash. Why did he try to make Ugas look the same way? And I'm not trying to be. It just seems like he tried to make him feel the same way. Gil said Eagles were going to sneak and watch Fury versus White with the blinds closed and the lights off. I ain't gonna watch it. I'm not watching it, brother. I'll watch it. I'll watch it I'll watch it right after. You know what I mean? I'll watch it like after the fight. There's places where I can watch it like right after the fight. I don't have to watch it the fight. Actually, I'll just watch it like after the fight. I'll go look at some highlights or something. You know, this is not a good chance of me actually. I got to be like really bored. I'm not gonna pay attention to it. If I did watch it, I wouldn't pay attention because I got too much shit to do. I got a lot of stuff to do. Everybody say, yeah, Fury not playing. Yeah, Fury gonna do everything in there. Fury gonna be licking. He's gonna be licking them and everything else. Yeah. Jay Brown said, I agree with you. He said, there you go ahead in terms of, you know, your strength and your conditionings and old school is always the best way because it prepares you for everything. And that you're about that endurance. See, that new shit, like I was just telling them, Jay Brown, earlier, I told him about that whole oxygen shit. That oxygen to get your ass knocked the F out. Now, fighting at higher altitude, that's one thing, but that's dangerous too. People don't even understand that training at a height that can kill you, training it at altitude could kill you. It opens up your lungs, but just you could fight at the same. I would say fight at the same level that you're going to fight at. Like if you're fighting at 4,000 feet or 3,000 feet, then fight at that level. Spar at that level because that's what you're going to be doing anyway. You don't need to go 6,000, 7,000 feet up in the air. Why? You're using all this damn oxygen and all this other shit. What's going to happen? Because you're not going to have that oxygen supply when somebody's beating the oxygen out of you. You're not going to have that same supply. I used to look at it the same way that the so-called science look at it. I used to look at it their way. But then I just started thinking, I said, this shit don't make no sense. You putting me on oxygen and all this other shit. I'm not going to have oxygen when I'm fighting. I'm going to have good old barroom stale ass air when I'm fighting. And my lungs is used to oxygen now. So you might get your ass beat up doing that. You know what I mean? It's almost like you drinking water. You drinking fresh water, and now in the corner they're giving you malt liquor and shit. That shit ain't gonna. It's not gonna react the same way with you. D Ray is in the house. He got the thumbs up with the Eagles. Way up, salute to D Ray up in here, y'all. Yeah, Derek Beatty said like they said. He said like the old Kronk gym was in the basement in an old firehouse. He said right. He said Stewart used to turn the heat up too. Yeah, that's how Earl trained. Earl trained with all kinds of heat and shit. No air conditioning, no nothing. He just go in there and just had that shit blazing. Just be in there with the heat. That's how you train. If you want to train old school, that's how you train. All this new technology shit. They doing the same shit that Holyfield was doing. Remember they used to promote Holyfield? Oh, he was doing aerobics and shit. And they was showing Holyfield when he was coming in, like Holyfield used to portray himself as Future Man. Like, I'm Future Man in boxing. That didn't stop your ass from getting beat up by Michael Moore. It didn't stop your ass from getting beat up from a few people. But one thing Holyfield had was heart. He'll come back on you when he's like out on his feet. He'll come back. He just couldn't come back on Riddick Bowe. The Riddick Bowe was just too long and just too accurate and shit. D-Ray too. To the homie Derek Bailey, he got the line up good. Blessings to the king. Yep. That's how we come up in here. Jay Brown, I don't know what you've been usually doing, but you done seen Eagle a couple of times right before the weekend, huh? What you think? What you got on that? What's your assessment, Jay Brown, on the Fury versus White? Yeah, heat on in the summer. Yeah, get your ass out there. And gyms stink anyway. I don't know if you ever fought. Boxing gyms don't smell good anyway. The gloves stink. Everything stink. Only thing don't stink when you first buy some new hand wraps. That's it. Everything else stink. Everything else has that gym smell in it. I mean, they hang all the gloves up in the locker, but I mean, you figure the heat would dry them, but nah, all that humidity, they still kind of wet the next day. Depends on how hard you went. Yes, you bring your own. If you bring your own, yeah, they're not gonna dry out. You got to have like 2, 3, 4 pairs. You know, separating them, and they be all soggy and not good. Yeah. Jay Brown again, he has his assessment with the snack. He said, Bud working with snack. He said it may help with the stamina. He said, but it's not going to increase the strength. But what is it going to do for him taking body punches and stuff? That's my hope. That's my take. What does it do? How does that help you when it comes to taking body punches and punishment? Derek said everything stink in the gym. Yeah, everything stink. Even when I was growing up, when I was a youngster, everything stunk in the gym. The gym had a certain smell to it. It's like they never, because they didn't use like air fresheners and shit when I was growing up in the gym. They didn't have that little automatic air freshener or whatever. They didn't shit. They come through with a dirty ass. I don't even know what they call it. Dust. Is it called a dust mop? I think it's called a dust mop. I don't know. I might be wrong. Broom. That fluffy looking shit, whatever it is. I think it was dust mop. They go through with that shit, or broom, in a dirty ass bucket of water, and that was it. That's it. That's what they went through. That's how they cleaned them. That's how they cleaned the floors up. Yeah. I'm not knocking his training. I'm just giving you guys my assessment of what I see when it comes to these guys taking all this oxygen. Because your dumb ass ain't gonna get no oxygen when you in the fight. You're not getting oxygen. You get oxygen when you go to the hospital. Because they want to make sure that everything's working right. They want to make sure that you get enough oxygen and shit. But during the fight, you ain't getting none. And we got Taylor and Serrano next weekend. But we got Fury and White. You guys let me know who you got, Fury and White. Tonight again, another Filipino is going to try it again. We got Sultan again, y'all, against Butler. That's bantamweight. Y'all want Sultan? And then I'm going to just give you these three, and then we'll talk about some other ones. We got Maxwell, and we got Meneses. That's the undercard, super lightweight. Meneses, in case you don't know, out of Mexico, and Maxwell out of Great Britain. And then we'll talk about some more. But who y'all got so far with those? Okay. Derek Bray said Bud better get on the on the crutches and crunches and steps up and leg raises and medicine ball work. Yeah, that's what you better get in, and that still don't help. Cause some people just got hard ass body shots. You know, they just now we can start a real big fight now. Lolly got herself in here. Yeah, but I'm not really talking about her subject right now. I don't know. Lala D's here. So she's driving. She says Cynthia driving. No, you be careful out there, Queen. When you come to a stoplight, let us know. Let us know what you got. You know, let us know about your Fury versus White pick. Who you got? But Jay Brown, I got Fury by 8-round KO. He's going to box, keep White out there on the end of the jab, and use feints to land lead left hooks and straight right hands. Left hook, right hand action at Jay Brown, is saying. uh, Derek Bay said, piece of Queen at Lotta D. And then Jay Brown, he said, Lotta D. He said, look, Queen. Say, who you got, White or Fury? I already asked her that, brother. You all slow. You slow, man. I got that question out there already. I asked for her assessment already, man. Don't copy what I do, man. What's wrong with you, man? You don't know us like that up in here. Got another Tyrone up in here, Derek. Nah, I kid. Where is Tyrone? Tyrone left. Y'all, sir, that's our street Tyrone. That's street Tyrone. He seen it all, did it all. Where you at, y'all, sir? Get your ass back up in here. Yeah, if a guy can place his shots well, that is also a problem. Yeah. Yeah, some people, like you said, sometimes I should love that. I should love that. That's my favorite thing, is gutting somebody in the gym. Especially somebody new, you always gut them when especially if they like fast and they start getting a little bit of, they get a little bit over top of you. They like okay, kind of. Then you drive that one down low. What? Are you good now? You want them to just. I remember the first time my cousin went to the gym, he had like the best jab. He had a long jab. He real tall too though. He like about 6'7" or something. He had that real long jab, like but he used to get ate up. He went home. He was like, oh man. He said my ribs. He said my body's hurting because he was sparring somebody who was way shorter than him, but they was tearing his body up. They was tearing them ribs up. Yeah, that's the best work though. Okay, so no more. Okay, so you guys picked the Fury. Y'all don't want nothing to do with the rest of them? Okay, let's just go on. So nobody wants anything to do with the little Filipino that's coming in? Manessa, they don't want nothing to do with Manessas or Sultan or nobody, or Dickens and Galgo. Okay, so let's go back to the 24th. We got Fury and White. It's undercard. We got Isaman. Who got that? And Tetley. Who y'all got? We got Low again. Low versus Ball. Ball's fighting again and Low's fighting. We got Adelaide and Healy. Who y'all got? And then we got the other Fury versus Boksiansi. I think that's how you say it. Boksiansi? Bonsiaski? And that's all I'm covering on here. So I think I'm going to go with Adelaide. I'm going to go with Fury probably. I'm going to go with maybe Low. Isaman. And to be honest on the Fury fight, probably I have to go with Fury like everybody else. But of course, I'm hoping for a double knockout though. Yeah. So that's my hope. It's an out on the limb hope. It's something that ain't gonna probably happen, but it'll be funny. It would be funny to see it. The one thing I haven't heard is White usually when he's gonna get beat up, he usually runs his mouth a lot. I don't know y'all sir or anybody if you heard White running his mouth too much. So it all depends. Yeah. And just to let people know, I'm tired of hearing Totally Atlas always saying something like, I mean, yeah, you had your day in boxing, as a trainer and everything else, but sometimes he just do too much. He just does so much because his assessment a lot of times is way off. Derek said those ain't on Champ Ross. Okay, so I know you guys got some other words. Okay, salute the fam. Okay, y'all, sir. Let me see. Okay, Jay Brown talking to Eagles way of boxing. He said nothing Bud does is going to prepare him for Spencer's educated pressure, using that jab work to work his way inside to bang that body. But Jay Brown, we're the only two that thinks that way. Maybe Derek Bailey, but so far you're the only one that thinks the same way that I think. As I said, that Bud is the best, probably the best boxer that we have right now. But boxing skill, I said, to beat Earl off you for the whole fight, because that's more or less what you got to do. You got to beat Earl off you. I've never seen him beat nobody off of him. So it's gonna be just new stuff. I just don't see. I just that whole pressure thing. It'll be surprising to me. That's all I'm saying. It'll be surprising. I still think Earl has the factor that he needs. He has that it factor. And a lot of people are saying that too. A lot of people saying that we still haven't seen Earl though. Even after this fight, they said you guys still haven't. And it's kind of scary if you think about it. If you think about it, nobody's ever said that with any of these other fighters. Said no, you still haven't really seen Earl. Me and Derek, I made that assessment with Derek. I told Derek, I said Earl's only getting better. He's only getting stronger and better. He's the only fighter at his stage right now that's actually getting better and stronger at the same time. It's like, oh man, what are you running into after that kind of a smash down? He's an orbital bone collector right now. That's what Earl's collecting, orbital bones right now. Oh my goodness. Oh, I thought he was a plumber. That's what Derek said. Y'all, sir. Tommy Fury versus Uber driver. That's crazy. Yeah, the Uber driver. Okay, y'all talking to each other? Okay. And Derek Bailey at the bottom crying. Okay, I'm caught up with that part of the conversation. We're already caught up. But that's crazy. That's crazy. Even think about that. If somebody's fighting, like somebody's even fighting, even if you're fighting a plumber or whatever, Uber driver, whatever you're fighting, that shit's crazy. Boxing, but boxing is in a place that I never thought boxing would go. I can't tell you guys how far back that shit started, but I remember Mickey Rourke. I think that's his name. Is it Rourke or York? He was an actor. Mickey Rourke, right? Rourke? Is it? I don't know how to spell it. I don't know. I don't know if it's with a W or I don't know. But I just know it's Mickey Rourke was one of the celebrities that started this whole, I'm a boxer type of shit, Yeah. Yeah. Everybody say, yeah, there's nothing you can do to prepare for Spence. But hasn't had any fighter close to Spence who put relentless pressure on him. That's my whole thing is I just see this. It's just going to be... and I'm not even knocking Bud like, oh yeah, Bud. I'm not saying he's going to get mopped. I'm not saying nothing like that. I'm not saying... All I'm saying is, what are you going to do with that pressure? Because that pressure is not going to stop. I don't see you beating Earl off you to where you stop Earl from... Like, he's looking... I think he's looking past Earl. He's looking at Earl like, yeah, I'm going to hit Earl with a couple of punches and finish up with this and that. I don't know. I haven't seen that yet. Earl's not kind. Earl knows that you fast, but... Rourke, that's how you spell it with an R? Okay, Rourke, there, got it. So that's who started all this shit with all this whole celebrity and all this type of stuff boxing. I don't really care for it. The Pauls took it to a whole new level. It's good for boxing and bad for boxing. It's good for boxing because of the money and the advertisement. It's bad for boxing because you're tainting good names that aren't, they're just not good fight. They're not good anymore. Like, you're gonna fight old retired fighters or old MMA fighters. That's just not a good. That part is not a good look. Jay Brown said Eagles Web. He said you have to be able to counter his jab. He said only guy I've seen have most success countering Spence jab was Kell Brook, and Spence still was able to get to Brook by the 8th round. Yeah, he was cooked. Yeah, by the 8th round. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you got to punch Earl. See, a lot of people. This is what I'm saying. Earl, when you jabbing back, or when you're trying to hit Earl, those punches are still gonna hit you. Earl don't give a shit what he hit. Earl will hit you in the back of underneath the ribs. He'll hit you in the chin, the shoulders, the chest. Earl will hit you everywhere. He don't care. Earl's rough. Earl's like, I'm gonna hit you everywhere I can hit you. Are you used to that? Are you gonna complain? And once you complain, I think you're losing. I'm just gonna go with the other guy. Once you start complaining, and yes, you fight back out of it, which you could do. But once you realize, once you start that energy with Earl, that's what he expects for the rest of the fight. Once you start fighting Earl back, that's what he expects for the rest of the fight. Like, okay, that's what we doing. Okay, that's what we doing then. He's not going to allow you to change your game plan. If you decide to fight him, he's not going to change. He's not going to allow you to all of a sudden like, oh, I don't want to do that no more. No, you already started doing it. And once Earl knows that you can do certain stuff, that's what he wants you to do. Oh, okay, so we going toe to toe now. Okay, that's what we doing then. That's what he looks at you like. That's what we gonna do for the rest of the fight. We going toe to toe. And you're like, oh no, Earl, I was just playing. I just wanted to go toe to toe to see if just see what it felt like. No. Once you start going toe to toe, he like, okay, that's what you're doing. That's what we doing, and that's what you're gonna have to do. So that's what. Yeah. Okay, Gil, if you say Kel was winning the fight before he got stopped, then how come all the judges had Earl Spencer head? Explain that one. How could Earl be winning on all the scorecards if you made a statement like that? If you're making a statement like that, man, you have some validity behind it. Earl wasn't losing that fight. Earl was winning that fight. Somebody always winning until they get stopped. Oh, he was winning before he got stopped. Yeah. Same thing you can say about Sean Porter. He was winning before he. But it's neither here nor there. Is that the language they use? Neither here nor there. But he wasn't winning. He was losing. He was having some moments. Jay Brown said Eagles Web. He said Ugas was able to counter Spence's jab for the first two rounds. Yeah, the first two rounds. But Spence changed his levels on Ugas. He said the counter and took Ugas jab away. Yeah, that's right. When he did the jab counter, he didn't have no jabs. Yep, and this totally disarmed Ugas for the rest of the fight. Yep. Once Earl take one of your weapons, it's over with. If he takes if he takes one of Bud's spins away, it's gonna And once he starts taking your shit, Earl just starts collecting your items from you. It was harder with Porter because Porter's just real awkward, and this Porter was just doing some old unorthodox shit. But Earl finally managed to catch him, which it seemed like he always catches everybody at least once in the fight. Danny just didn't do shit. Mikey just covered up. So it's like it's nothing to take when somebody's just covering up. And Earl did get his weight down low on that last one. Earl got his weight way down against Mikey, so it's just like. I just want to beat him up and show that I'm not bigger than him. Earl was ahead on all judges' scorecards. He said that was a fact. So that's why Gil didn't come back and say nothing stupid, because Gil didn't think before he put that statement out there. But then Jay Brown came back and said that's facts. So he was ahead on all. So how was he losing if he was ahead? That don't even make no sense. Oh, he was winning. How is he winning if he's losing? He's either winning or losing. You can't be behind on the cards and somebody say you winning. You wasn't winning. You was losing, and then you got your ass knocked out. Earl be making them quit. Earl be making them hold their face like, oh shit. Kel looked almost the same way. He would have looked just like Ugas if he would have finished that fight up. I mean, well, he wasn't gonna finish the fight, but if he would have won another round or two, he would have looked just like Ugas did. Holding this shit like, oh shit, let me get one knee. Let me get this breather in. I did the whole breakdown on there anyway, Jay Brown. I was showing that a lot of Kell Brooks' punches was apologetic punches. He was kind of going back when he was he wasn't like trying to put nothing heavy on Earl. Same thing Ugas did. A lot of these fighters, when they fight Earl, they don't put the heavy punches on Earl. Once Earl starts coming forward, he starts putting pressure, they forget. They using punches to get Earl off him. They're not using punches. They're using punches for defense. They're not using punches for offense. Where Earl is using offensive punches the whole time. He's trying to hit you hard every time he hits you. You see him start beating on his chest after he beat that one round where he beat where it could have been a 10-8. He started hitting on his chest like, yeah, I just beat the dog shit out you that round. Earl crazy. I just think something wrong with Earl. But he's a good fighter, but he's something wrong with him on top of that. Yeah, but you guys I'm not picking on nobody. You guys know I love all y'all, man. But this if you're gonna make statements, just make sure that the statement Make sure it has some kind of validity behind it. Don't make it so easy for me to destroy it. And then you got somebody that's gonna second the motion. At least have some validity about what. If you're gonna say it, you know. Now we could make up anything before a fight. We could say all kinds of shit. Like me, I know that my scenario is probably not gonna happen. But if it happened, I would die laugh. I would just be. I don't know. I don't even know if I could do a show afterwards. I'd be crying if Tyson Fury and White knock each other out. I mean, I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't know what to do, man, if they both knocked each other out. I'll just be like, oh wow, they both got knocked out. Here's a question for y'all: If it's a double, who wins the fight? If two fighters are actually knocked out, who actually wins the fight? Okay, Jay Brown back again. He said that's why I can't give Bud the advantage of having the better ring IQ. He says it's a toss up for ring IQ, but a lot of people don't see what Earl does because it's subtle and it doesn't jump out to most fans. Yeah. You should do a call-in show. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do a call in. Look at Tyrone still here. I didn't even know you was here, Tyrone. Just in case y'all don't know who Tyrone is, that's Street Tyrone. That's y'all sir. Y'all sir is Street Tyrone. He a troublemaker. Errol Spence don't get hit like that. I don't know why people. Which fight? I wish somebody. It would be nice if somebody could come up and tell me this fight that Errol Spence just got his. This gets hit so much. Did you see Errol Spence's face after the fight? After this fight versus Ugas, the way Ugas looked. I got to figure out how to do that little call in shit. I'll do it. I'll hang up on y'all's ass. It'll be fun though. It'd be fun to do like a call in or something like that. Just but we're all talking about it anyway though. I got to get my ass on Rumble because I got to do something else with Derek and them. But I don't know Derek. I don't know what we gonna do. Because there's other stuff to talk about besides just boxing too, though. Yeah, but Spence, what he does, and they say this when they're announcing, he starts just picking you, he just picks you apart. He starts taking, he starts making you worry about other stuff in the fight. That's what Errol Spence does the best, is make you worry about other shit. He makes you forget that he makes you forget about your offensive weapons. I'm telling you, people start forgetting about what kind of offensive weapons they have, and they get defensive. Once you get defensive on Earl, it's over with. That's what they were saying before the fight too. They said that once Ugas goes into the high guard, it's over with. Because Earl's gonna hit you in the elbows, he's gonna hit you in the arm, he's gonna hit you in the side, by the back, he's gonna hit you in the stomach, in the ribs. He's just gonna start picking you apart. Once he starts getting sharp with them uppercuts and stuff, you're going to be a hurt man. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying, and I'm not saying Bud's going to lose the fight. Because I don't know who's going to, I'm just going with Earl. I don't know if Bud's going to, but for what I see, I just don't see that, I don't see Bud handling Earl's pressure. I didn't say Bud couldn't handle somebody's pressure. I don't see him handling Earl's pressure. I haven't seen anybody really that handle the pressure. They always do some kind of weird, goofy shit in a fight. Like Sean Porter did some more kind of weird, he was doing all kinds of weird spins and turning his back on Earl. He was doing all kinds of just like weird shit. I was there at that fight. I was at that one live, but he was just doing a whole lot of weird shit. And Bud likes to tease and joke and act, he can't, I don't know if that shit's going to go over with Earl. You're going to get cracked. You're going to get caught. If you do that same shit with Earl, you're going to get caught. Trying to do some more funny type of shit. And it's not going to be a good look for you. I'm just saying that, y'all. I'm not, like I said, but I'm just going with Earl. I think I'm giving Earl the edge on just pressure alone. All the other stuff can be debated. I mean, the ring IQ and all that. I don't know. Earl doesn't always use he don't use ring IQ all the time on his fight plan. But his IQ is kind of sneaky because Earl will he will involve his fight game with yours and make you, make adjustments that you didn't know you was gonna have to make, because he just starts taking little things from you, and he makes you run out of ideas. Like, oh shit, now I got to go high guard. And the thing about it, even you talk about IQ with Bud, once Bud starts losing some of his weapons, what does he do? When stuff ain't there no more, okay, that ain't there no more. Okay, now that ain't there. What does he do? Can he adjust that when switching stances? Okay, when that don't work, that's one of his biggest things, right? But once he usually goes left hand, he usually stays left hand, right? But to say he switches, and it's not working. So I got to stay this way from now on. I can't switch. Now what? What do I do now? I can't switch. Okay, my jab is, I'm getting caught. I'm getting countered off of my jab is quick, but I'm getting countered off of that. Now what do I do? See, that's the kind of ring IQ that Earl uses. Earl starts just taking little stuff from you, like putting it in his pocket, like this is mine now. Now this is mine. And with Ugas, like Ugas was doing good. Like when let's say the very first round, you can make a case that he won that, but they both looking at each other like, okay, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? They was doing the what you gonna do up until 2 rounds. Then Ugas was getting a couple of counters off, and then 3rd round, Earl started building. 4th round, Earl just started building and Earl started building too fast against Ugas. Because with Earl Spence, you got to have some kind of a lead, which I don't think you're going to get up more than 2 rounds. I don't think you're going to get like 3, 4, 5 rounds up. You might get 2 at the most. It might, going into the 3rd, after the 3rd, it might be 2-1. But the whole thing is going to be like, can you keep that same energy? That's just what I see. Can you keep that same energy? Right, that's what I'm saying. And that's another thing. Derek Bailey brings up a point that a lot of people are bringing up. He said Bud is a dog, and he like to get back at a fighter if he gets something off on him. Yep, that will be a mistake against Earl. Yeah, because once you see that's the wrong thing, because that's what I said earlier. I said because once you show Earl that's what you do, like I fight back. That's what I do. So once you show Earl that shit, then that's how the fight has to go from then on. He's not gonna take his foot off the gas. Okay, you punched me back like that. Okay, that's what we doing now. And that's another point. I kind of see that too, also. Yeah. Jay Brown said Earl on the inside was pinning his forearms on Ugas' right shoulder, blocking Ugas' vision from seeing that left hand. Of Earl. Earl was nailing them on the inside with the left uppercut and left hooks. Yeah. Earl will pin your shit. Earl will get you. Earl will do this to you. Earl will get you like this. Earl will shoulder your shit, and this is what he told me. This is what Jake Brown told me. He said, have him like this, where and he'll get in tight and But mostly he uppercutting. He uppercutting, and then you'll get a wide hook, or you'll get a short hook, you'll get a wide hook, all that. You'll get them ups, and he'll just keep going. Like, okay, hit you down lower. Okay, hit you up here. Because the uppercut coming, he gonna hit you here, he hit you there. He gonna other side, he gonna do both sides. So this one might be low, this one might be high, and then uppercut, and then another one, until you decide you want to get your ass up out of there. But if you don't want to get your ass up out that heat, then that's it. But hopefully we have a great fight tomorrow, or great fights tomorrow. Hopefully Fury will be a good fight. I don't respect either one of the fighters. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I'm not a good host when it comes to people, certain people. When it comes to like Miller and White and Canelo and Fury and and people like the Margaritos type of people and those. I don't like these guys. And I don't, I'm saying me doing a show like this, I'm supposed to be open to anything because of boxing itself. But I'm just not. I just don't like a lot of these guys. I just don't like. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's ring IQ that fans don't get. Yeah. That's just ring. That's the ring IQ that they don't get. Is that they in there? They're seeing certain stuff, but they're not seeing everything that they need to see. And I like, because Earl even uses his hands like George Foreman sometimes. He'll do both of them like that, like the pop-up, you know. Earl even does that. He don't always move. Sometimes he'll do like that. See, and this is the key to this. When you do this, you see the difference. When I do like that, I'm still right where, I'm still in punching position where I was at. I just knocked your hands out the way. But I'm still here. You see what I mean? I didn't have to do no movement. You're coming forward. And I did that. So guess who's in range? Your hands are up here now. And once I knocked your hands out, I'm still here. So bam, bam. So I can still get those off. Right? He does a lot of little things. Derrick James got him on point. You know, Derrick James got him, you know, thinking and doing the shit that he needs to do up in there. So, but we're gonna see if we even get to fight Jay Brown. I'm not even excited. Like a lot of people are excited. Oh yeah, Bud Earl, I don't care. I don't care about none of these fights. If we get the fights, then I care about them. If we don't get them, I'm not going to feel a certain way. Now, maybe if it was a couple of years ago, I would have felt a certain way about this fight, but I really don't care about none of these fights. As long as we get some good fights, let's go. Let's get good fights. Let's get good matchups. Let's do it. I'm just happy because we're getting some of them. Like we're getting the Castagna fight, hopefully. Hopefully we're getting the Haney fight. And I heard that, this is another side note, that I heard that Australia was already sold out. I don't think it's ever been sold out before by Kambosos, but now all of a sudden it's sold out with Haney. So we're going to see how that works. See what Tank can do once that comes up. Tank and Raleigh, that should be a garbage fight. It should just be wild, and it should be a stupid ass fight. I'm looking at that just being a dumb looking fight. Just like I'm seeing Raleigh just doing all kind of unorthodox shit with his chin up and shit, and then finally getting caught. But yeah, I don't know. He's supposed to be a harder puncher. Floyd is endorsing how much more power he has than Tank, so I don't know. Maybe get Tank out of there. Well, I don't know. That's something that we're probably not gonna see that. But anyway. So the custom. What else we got coming up that we need to see? There's a lot of names that we got to trash. A lot of names that we're not getting the fights that we need. I don't know. The Canelo fight, that's a big fight for everybody, right? If we get that one, Canelo Bivol, I don't know. That's big. I just don't see all the big fights. Where are all the big fights at now? Earl Spence just overshadowed everybody. It's just none of these fights seem big anymore now. Yeah, the Kambosos Haney, that should be a good one right there. Yeah, that's what Jay Brown said. All right, y'all. You guys go enjoy your weekend, man. Make sure you come back and see me. Any of you new people, you people just floating in and up, going up and yeah, Shakir Valdez, yep. We got a little while for that. But up and down, you guys that come in and you guys look in at us. Don't just look. You can sub and you can come in and you can join the guys with old grouchy Eagle. Eagles is probably one of the funnest persons to be around. I sound a certain way, but I'm not. These guys know they're gonna just laugh it off. You gotta just learn how to laugh it off. They just gonna laugh it off because a lot of times they come in just to test me. They just come in and they just want to test Eagle just to see. Let me see if I can get this off on Eagle. No, it ain't gonna work. You gotta come. My announcing IQ. My hosting IQ is just something else, man. And I'm not gonna count him out. You're right, Derek. Derek said don't count out Bivol. I'm not gonna count Bivol out. Yeah, I just want to see some of them. I just want to see. I really don't care about, like I said, I don't really care about Canelo as much. So of course I'm always gonna go against him. Even if I say he's gonna win, I still want him to lose. But we're gonna see, Derek. Maybe Tank puts that tank destroyer out on him and takes him out. Y'all said peace off and enjoy the Fury versus White fight. It's all good, Eagle. You know what? If it's not a double knockout, I don't care nothing about it. I need to see that. I need to see some stupid shit that I've never seen before. But anyway, man, my shout out to all the real people that I see, right? And my shout out to all y'all that mess with me. Eagles, you know what it is, baby. It's the same every time, man. For my fam out there, nothing but blessings, y'all. And don't think I'm not hoping for that double knockout. Y'all think I'm playing. I want to see that double knockout. I don't know. I got to my point where I always write. I need to write my last statement all the time. I always got to write to y'all. Like, you know what I mean? Even if I say bye. Y'all want music? Y'all want music? I'll give y'all 10 minutes of music if y'all want music. I'll turn my music up. I know y'all love Eagles music. Because guess what? If I don't let you listen to it, I'm still going to be listening to it. Let me knock out a few push-ups. I ain't ready yet, Derek. I'm getting ready, brother. Get all my stuff together, man. I'm gonna be out there. It's gonna be emotional, man. I'm gonna be out there with the family and stuff. I'm gonna be emotional out there, man. I'm talking about people in the family I haven't seen for years, man. I'm gonna be out there at the powwow. It's gonna be dancers and stuff that I haven't seen in a long time. Some's gonna be there, some's not gonna be there. I'm just gonna be happy, man. I'm gonna see my California natives out there and see some of the Miwok people out there, maybe some Alma Mutsons, and the Lonely people, my Navajo people, maybe even a couple of my Cheyenne people, or my Sioux people, yeah, people up Arapaho. Yeah, I'm gonna just see so many people out there, man. This is gonna be crazy. Some Blackfeet people out there, the Blackfoot people out there, the Crow people out there. Just gonna see a lot of people that, you know, that I haven't seen in a long time. So that's gonna be like something else. I'm gonna try to get it done. Oh no, it's a couple of weekends, brother. I got a couple of more weekends though. So that's what's up. That's gonna be fun though. All right, I'll talk to you about it though, man. I'll let y'all listen to a little bit of my music, man. I'll give y'all like about 10 minutes. 10 minutes of Eagles Web music. I'm gonna catch y'all, man. That's right, D-Lo. I see you out there, brother. I'm letting them listen to a little bit of my music, man. Yeah, we done, man. But salute to D-Lo. 404 up in here. Had the thumbs up good. Yeah.